Hey guys, I'm Isabel from Houston, the melting pot of Texas, and I'm here to help you cheat your way through your favorite Asian recipes. So today we are making one of the most iconic things to come out of the Philippines, to come out of Asia in general, tiny little spring rolls, little fried egg rolls. In the Philippines, they're called Lumpia, and we're making them super tiny. So I've got little tiny pieces of spring roll shells. The spring roll shell. We had these really big ones that we found from the Asian market. If you see like little wonton wrappers or something in your grocery store that are already cut like this, use those instead. I like this brand in particular because they're super thin, and thin means super crispy. This recipe is super special because I have a ton of memories wrapping these with my family before the holidays. It's where you see it at Christmas, you see it at parties, and it's just something you sit around the table, you do together, you hang out. And so today I have a special guest I'm really excited to introduce you to.
Hi.
I've got my niece Christina here. She's gonna do all the hard work today.
The hard work?
Oh yeah. It was my job as a kid to wrap the egg rolls. My mom would make the filling, and then all the kids would come together and wrap these for the frying. So that's gonna be your job today, but I'll help you out. So we're making it even easier because we're going to just do the entire filling in a food processor. Okay, the wrapping takes a ton of time, the frying takes some time, the filling doesn't need to take any time at all. I got this one for Christmas. Oh, nope, it needs to stay right here. We've got some very important ingredients today, and I'll kind of explain to you why they're important and why they go in. So when you bite into a lumpia, when you bite into that spring roll, you can't really tell that all these things are in it. It all comes together and is just this like awesome filling, but it's broken down into a few parts. Today we have some fatty ground pork. And the fattiness is important because it keeps it nice and moist, adds a lot of flavor. We also use some beef too, so equal parts pork, equal parts beef. The beef just gives it a better texture, I feel. I've seen it done with just pork. You can get creative, this is just how I like to do it. All right, so go ahead and do about half of that and about half of this.
Should I just stick my hands in?
Go for it, let's get messy. And then today we are also adding some carrot. This is really important too because it adds some sweetness to it. So I'm just gonna chop this up and get it ready for the food processor. Half of this too. Okay. So that's the great thing is I don't have to do much because the food processor and my niece are gonna do all the work. Here we go. So I know I'm teasing her and I'm passing down a lot of these tasks to her, but it's all about tradition too. This was a tradition I grew up with doing with my mom and my big sisters, and I'm glad I get to do it with my niece.
And I get to do it with my mom too.
Yeah, you can say that louder.
I get to do it with my mom too.
Sorry. All right, so we're gonna put some onion in there as well, and the onion not only gives it a lot of flavor, but a ton of sweetness. I'm just gonna dice it up into manageable pieces for that food processor.
Oh, no onions.
Oh, no onions. Onions always get her the worst. When she cuts them, she's always crying. Or are you just crying?
I don't know.
2020, everybody. Big sis tip, a way to avoid those tears, just make sure that your knife is super sharp. Or stick your onion in the fridge for a little bit, and it being cold kind of takes away some of that intensity. And then also, I think chewing gum helps. I don't know, that's what I heard. Yeah, goggles help too. So we need some garlic. I'm just gonna take a couple of cloves, maybe 2, 3. Again, I like to measure garlic with my heart.
It's a very Filipino thing.
Yeah, garlic, onions, all of it. Here we go. This specifically is called Lumpiang Shanghai. So it has Shanghai in the name. There's a lot of Chinese influence. Egg rolls, we get them at our favorite Chinese restaurant, you know. This is our spin on it. Go ahead and take the skin off of that and then pop them into the food processor. Yeah, this seems too easy. I had to second guess it for a second. We're also gonna add a lot of these spices too. Since we did half of these, let's just do half of these too, yeah. Actually, let's do all the garlic powder. Look at you.
So professional.
I'm gonna do the salt, hold on. Just a little pinch of salt. There we go.
Okay, what about this one?
I'm gonna do this one too. Here we go, thank you so much. There we go. So a little bit of soy sauce just gives it more oomph. You could just use, wait. Good. Just, okay, one circle around. That's something my mom used to say, just like one time around. What kind of measurement is that? But it's obviously stuck. Perfect. Okay, so I am giving her some freedom, but it is still my kitchen.
It is.
Sorry, you'll have your own kitchen one day. So let's go ahead and get this going. Go for it. It can't be overmixed. This makes it so easy.
Oh my God.
What's happening? Sorry. When you start to see a little bit of that stickiness come up, that means it's ready. So you want it really bound together into almost like a sausage mixture where you can't tell what's in it anymore. The pork and the beef have been mixed, the onions and the carrots have been chopped up. It's ready to go. Let's take a look at it. Go ahead. Yeah, that looks good to me. There you go, Chris.
You're gonna make me do it?
Yep.
Okay.
So let's get our mixture in here. And as you can still see little bits of carrot and onion. That's gonna cook down, but the most important thing is that it's all evenly incorporated.
Is that it?
Looks good, yeah. Now the fun part, we're gonna start rolling. Okay, so first you start with a spring roll wrapper. Because this mixture is raw, we're making pretty small egg rolls.
Yeah.
And that's the reason they're so tiny, is just so the inside cooks too. There are bigger egg rolls, I'm sure you've seen those, but a lot of the time that filling is cooked first before you fry them.
Yeah.
Because when they're really big, sometimes the inside doesn't get, that heat.
I can feel the onion in my eyes right now and they're watering so bad. It hurts.
Sorry.
How do I make my eyes not water?
I don't know. So take your wrapper, put it down like this, kind of like a diamond. And we're gonna take tiny little spoonfuls.
Is this good?
Yeah, let's try that.
Right here?
And then, so you wanna make like a little sausage like this. Leave some space down at the bottom, because that's what you're gonna roll up. Okay, so roll this top part up, and as I'm doing that, kind of pushing it down too. You want it to stay nice and snug in there. You do just a little bit, and then you fold the ends in. So this is really important, because once it starts to fry, you don't want that like sausage mixture to come out. There we go, so fold in both sides. She's going faster than me. I guess you've been watching.
Yeah.
Should have been paying attention. And then to seal this, I have just a little egg white mixture, egg white and some water, and that just helps to glue everything together. So I'm gonna stick my finger in it, and then you kind of glue it right here, and then you keep rolling. There you go. Tiny little egg rolls.
We tried.
No, that was good. That was good. So just a little bit. You don't want to overstuff, kind of like the dumplings I've made before, like the bao we've made before too. Check out those videos down below. You want things to evenly cook. You want it to get nice and crispy, and this just helps that happen. Let me watch. Yeah, let's see how it's done.
I think I put 2.
So I would make this a little more snug even. So kind of pull it in like sushi, Yeah.
And then fold it.
Good job.
And then egg wash it. I don't know, I like to do it in a different
No, that's great.
And then
You can have your own style, it's all good. There we go. So I'm gonna do a couple of these and then we'll get frying. In college, oh God, I was so awkward. I am so awkward, but in college it mattered more. I had a Super Bowl party and my mom sent me to my dorm with a bag of those frozen egg rolls. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to make. This is all I have. I was super broke. And I fried them up. Pretty sure that's how I made friends, by feeding people egg rolls. Oh, this is good advice for you. If you wanna be super cool in college, I'm gonna send you some to put in your freezer.
that's what I've been doing.
Oh, nice, there you go, it works. It's okay to get a little messy. That egg white really helps to seal things up. So if you feel like you need a little extra, go for it. They're little bite-sized pieces, that's why it's very dangerous, and sometimes people eat way too many.
Like me.
It's fine, yeah. It's in our DNA. It's like similar to how, Mexican families will make tamales during the holidays, and this is like our version of a holiday tradition. So I think we did a pretty good job. Look at these babies. They're bite-sized, they're folded, and they're ready to fry. We are frying ours now, but like I said, put them in your freezer, have them ready for a party. That way you're not having to roll them up again. So let's get to frying. The reason Christina's doing this, I think this is kind of like a family tradition, but this is the job nobody wants. We'll make the filling, we'll do the wrapping and stuff, but the frying has been passed down with love to her. So she's gonna show you how it's done.
And it makes you smell like egg rolls.
Yeah, you do end up smelling like egg rolls, but it's not so bad. You don't want to overcrowd the pan. You want each egg roll to kind of have its own space to do its thing. You're looking for like a light golden brown color because when you flip them, it'll continue to kind of fry everything else too.
Ow.
Don't do that. She's fine. She's done this before. Wait, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just red.
Oh, okay, it's fine. It's just a burn. Trying to make her a stronger woman too.
The mom hands.
Yeah. Some of them are starting to get a little golden already. So once she's finished putting those in, she can probably start flipping the others. We've got some other tools in our arsenal. Tongs, a little spider, just something to help you kind of move those egg rolls around like a robot. Napkin? For your finger. Okay, go do your finger. All right, I guess I'll step in. Should I be worried? You're good, right?
I'm fine.
She's fine. I'm just gonna start turning these egg rolls around. If your oil's too hot, lower it. It'll kind of change because as you're adding these egg rolls, especially if they're frozen, it'll cool down that oil. You wanna jump back in?
Okay.
Cool.
I think it's bubbling.
All right, never mind.
Oh, well.
Maybe not.
I can do it.
Okay. I think those are ready to come out. Yeah.
These are.
Yeah. Go ahead and just scoop them all out, put them on the napkin. So you wanna make sure that you have some kind of tray or plate with a couple of layers of paper towels because it'll catch all that oil. See? Got a nice, even golden brown situation going. None of that filling came out, so I think we did a good job wrapping. Let's plate it up, yeah. So after they've drained for a little bit, you want them to hang out on some kind of like paper towel just to catch all that excess oil. I like to serve it with a sweet chili sauce. I think that's kind of iconic too. I got this at my local grocery store. You can find it in a lot of international aisles. This is the one that I use, literally called sweet chili sauce. Find something sweet, similar, perfect for dipping. We're gonna put a lot. This always goes really fast. There we go. This would not be nearly enough for our family. We make hundreds. Make huge trays. It's still hot? I'll help you.
Oh my
My hands are a little bit more seasoned. Look at that. We did it. And there you have it, Filipino spring rolls or Lumpiang Shanghai. They're tasty little bits of fried goodness. So like and subscribe for more Asian food hacks and cheats. And I just wanna say thank you. Thanks for joining me today. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did a good job. Wow, those are good.